Hey, feeling failure doesn't work. This goes back to, when you hear somebody go, "Well, I went off the rails with my meal plan last week," or I didn't grow my business. I didn't, my relationship was really bad. Like we got in fights last week, maybe a significant other or family member or something like that. But those are all results that you don't want. And it just doesn't work to feel that failure over and over and over again. This goes back to the Bible when the Bible says, basically what people say is the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And they think that, gosh, how could that be? That's just not, I don't like that thing because it's actually teaching us something about that. The truth is that feeling failure doesn't work because you're getting emotionally involved with that. And that's actually causing you to take actions that cause that to happen again and again and again because you're thinking something that's causing you to feel a certain way. And the only way that you can see your world is through that. And then you take the actions to keep perpetuating that. And then you keep getting the same results again and again and again. And if you've ever done that, and you wonder why you can't escape that loop, and you want to know how to escape that loop, you're in the right place because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. It's a little bit illogical. We think, like thinking about success and just with your head in the clouds is you have to get practical about life. You have to be logical and see those things. And I want to tell you that you have to do the illogical in order to receive the things that you've never received before, to get the results that you've never got before. And this is exactly how you do it. So you have to expand your mind. You have to take a step out there. The thing that's going to make you want to do that is if you've got the old bad results again and again and again, and you're tired of it. So set it all down. Listen to what it is that I have to say here because this saved me in my life. I went out and I tried so many times to produce the fitness results I want, the relationship results, the business results that I wanted, and it never worked. I kept bumping up against this wall. And what I'm about to share with you is exactly how to break through that wall, hop over the wall, whatever. Just get the wall the heck out of the way so that you can go to the results that you really, really want. You start producing the life that you want. So, first, I want to talk to you about the illusion of separateness, if separateness is even a word, but that you're separate from what it is that you really want in life. When you think about what you really want and you think about you getting there, I'm going to give you the specific example of maybe you want to change your body, right? Maybe you want to drop 30, 40, 50 pounds, something like that. When you get to the point of you with that, you've dropped the weight, right? Now you have the body that you want, whatever those results might be. You might be super fit, whatever, but you see yourself in that space. You go, well, what's the difference between you now and then you being in the health and fitness shape that you want? And again, you can add this to the business you want, the relationships you want, the money that you want. It's all the same. But this specific example with your health and fitness being what it is that you want, what's the difference between you in that state and you in the state that you're in now? And if you really follow that out, you're just going to realize that all you're doing is having different thoughts and feelings in that moment. That's the only thing that's different. You go, yeah, well, my body's different. I have higher energy levels or whatever. But all those things are going to translate over to the fact that you're just going to be thinking and feeling something different. That's all that it really comes down to. So being separate from that thing is actually an illusion because you can have those thoughts and feelings now. And the reason that it's so important that you have those thoughts and feelings right now, and then you don't stay stuck on the failure, is because when you're stuck on the failure, you're stuck on who you are now, and you don't want to be that anymore. You want to be the thing that you want to be, whatever that state is, whatever you say that it is. And what you're going to notice is the only thing that's different between you now and you there is the thoughts and feelings that you're having. You're going to realize that it's really important that you start practicing and having the thoughts and feelings of that person now. And that's going to get you where it is that you want to go. You're not separate from it. You just don't know how to have the thoughts and feelings. So then you learn how to have the thoughts and feelings. This is a mindset shift. This is why your mind is set in a certain spot and you want to learn to set it at the spot where you want to go. That mindset shift is just going to be practicing those new thoughts and feelings after you discover what they are. You really just go out there with your imagination. You go, yeah, that's what it's going to be like. And then you start practicing having those thoughts and feelings. And once that starts to become more natural for you through the process of constant spaced repetition, you start to build that down into you as a belief. And then once it's a belief, you don't have to work on having those thoughts and feelings anymore. They're just part of who you are, and you're going to be getting the results of that. And here's what I want to share with you: why that we just get rid of that Failure doesn't work. Don't focus on the failure. Focus on the new thoughts and feelings of the person that you want to be and why it's so important. And we get rid of that illusion of being separate from the thing that you want to be because it's just thoughts and feelings. I'm going to share screen with you and show this with you to you. Why it's important that we do that because we all believe in this right here. We believe that, we're all doing this. Our thoughts cause our feelings cause our actions, and our actions are ultimately what get our results, right? So the whole point of that is that you're having thoughts when I've failed on something. I'm not doing what it is that I want. I didn't get the result that I wanted. You're focused on that failing. What happens there is that comes down into your thoughts, and that causes feelings which aren't good. And those feelings actually cause you to take the actions to produce those results again and again and again. This is why we can't escape that loop and why it's so important to get rid of focusing on failure. You want to get rid of the idea that you're separate and start practicing the thoughts of the person that you want to be because those thoughts are different. You're going to notice they're different than the thoughts that you have. And once you start learning to have those thoughts, those are going to cause new feelings. And those feelings are always something that we call good. Because when you're really focusing consciously, you know how to set your goal, that's going to be towards something that you want. Nobody would consciously go, well, I want to make a really messed up life for myself. I want to get really bad results. We don't do that, right? When you consciously say, I want this dream and this goal, you're building something there that you want. And you're going to notice that when you start feeling what it's like to have that already, that feels really good. And that's what's going to drive those new actions. This is what's going to cause you to, consistently work on your business every day. This is what's going to cause you to, consistently work on your health and fitness or work on your relationship because of what it is that you want to be. And that's what's going to cause your results to change. And the reason that it's so important that we focus on this right here, learning how to shift this, is because, as I said, the thoughts and feelings, you're not separate from it, but you want to keep doing that and having those thoughts and feelings because as a human, what you are is a habit forming machine. So you have a habit of thinking a certain way that causes you to go through this cycle of feelings, actions, and results is producing a result that you don't want when you're speaking of something that I just really want to change that. And what you end up doing is just now you consciously start to think about the thoughts that the person that you want to be. And then as you start to have those thoughts regularly, what you find is that habit starts to get in place. So now toward the thing that it is that you're wanting to achieve, your dream and your goal, it starts to become automatic. Just like you learned how to save your name, now you start to have thoughts and feelings that move you toward that goal and take an action in a way that produces results that you want. And then you just no longer have to think about that anymore because it just becomes a belief. And that's the whole reason why you want to get into this idea of shifting your mindset. Before I learned about this, all I could do was have thoughts and feelings about what a struggle or how hard it was to do the things that I wanted to do was, and that caused feelings that caused me to take an action that was in perfect harmony with that. And then my results were always, it's really hard. The results don't stay, they come and they go. And then learning to shift that, what that caused me to do. For example, with my health and fitness, this is just my specific journey, and yours will be unique to you. But the thoughts and feelings that I have is that I'm always looking to steal away and have a fitness moment, whether I can just go out and do 15 minutes of abs or stretch or go for a walk or go for a run or go pedal the stationary bike or go through a full strength workout or whatever. I'm always looking to steal away because I love that. I really enjoy that. That causes me to feel good when I think about it. And that's what's causing it to pop up on my mind all the time. Like I've got a free moment right now, right after I finish this video. I can't wait to get away. I'm going to go for a nice power walk with the dog. And that's what causes that action. And then that gets that result again and again and again. To a lot of people, what it looks like is, you're just, you're obsessed about fitness. Yeah, kind of I am. That's the idea with your goal. If it's not something that you're passionate about, uh, you know, like what the heck? Like you're gonna want to be obsessed about this thing. This is something that you really want in your life. So you're not choosing something that you're going, oh, I have to do that or whatever. Like you're gonna put all that stuff aside. You want to find a result that you really, really want. You want to start obsessing about it like you did when you were a kid. You didn't have to look for ways to play, ride your bike, whatever it was that you were doing, jump further, climb the tree. Every free moment that you had, you were always stealing away to do that thing. And that's why you got better and better and better at it. Well, things haven't changed. You're exactly that same thing right now. Your mind is working the same way, and you want to start learning to shift it back to that space so that you can always look for that time. It's like, oh, I can't wait to do that. I love that thing. And that's what's going to cause you to do it. So, again, just a quick recap, failure doesn't work. It doesn't, focusing on failure is only going to produce more and more failure. So we want to learn to let that go. We want to learn how to shift our mindset to the thoughts and feelings of having what it is that you want already. Get rid of the idea that you're separate from that, because once you get that thing, actually physically have that thing in this world, the only thing that's going to be different for you is the fact that you're going to be thinking and feeling something different. You want to learn what those thoughts and feelings are now so that you can enact this cycle that you see right here, is that that's new thoughts that that person is having is going to cause new feelings, take you the actions that you want. You start getting the results you want. And the more you can crank that wheel in your favor, the more you activate what you are as a human, which is that habit forming, uh, organism. That's what we do. And then now your thoughts toward that thing have shifted to the point that they're the thoughts that produce the feelings that produce the actions and get the results that you want. So hope this makes sense for you and you can take it and you can use it in your life to stop getting that failure over and over and over again. You can get unstuck and you can really get into the idea of producing the life and the results that you want.